This is my compiler second experiment where I need to simulate the symbol table. A symbol table is a data structure that holds the values of the identifiers. For this, I use the program, like I created a class called symbol table. For this, I'm using Java language. I imported buffer reader, a file reader, and string tokenizer. String tokenizer is a class which separates the given file into tokens. My first thing I initialized strings like fr array data which is equal to null value variable as null and int values st ed ln and I equal to 0. Now I'm reading a file like file f is equal to new file. This is my data, this is my path where I saved my file, that is my file name in e drive ex.txt is my file, and I'm going to read that file. For this I'm going to read the file first. File reader f1 is equal to new file reader f. It's going to read the file. Now buffer reader bf is equal to new buffer reader f1. It's going to store in the buffer reader. Now I'm going to check that while if s is equal to buffer reader dot reader which is not equal to null. If it's not equal to null, it goes in the program. What it does was like it takes the whole program from the text and it string we're initializing string tokenizer is equal to string tokenizer yes, where string tokenizer is a class which separates the whole program into tokens. For this, if s dot contains int is equal to true, if the particular token is int, it is true, then what we're going to do is like we are splitting it and find the gap, then we are storing it in the 0, and now what we're doing, we are incrementing in the next array value, we are replacing all the comma values with the empty space, and in the variable we are storing that splitted part which is there into the variable. And for this, for I equal to 0, I less than variable dot length I plus plus, if it contains is equal to, then if it is true, then what we're going to do is like we are initializing variable of 1 into split. Whenever it is equal to, we are splitting it. And for the next, we are replacing the semicolon with the empty space. If it is not int, then what we have to do is like we have to give the free space by using slash t backslash t, and we are initializing the value as 0. Now else if it contains float is equal to true, we are using the same logic for this. We are replacing all the commas with the empty space, and we are breaking this we are saving that in the variable, and in the whole variables whenever it is equal to, it is splitting and it's storing the variable in var. And now we are replacing all the semicolons with the empty space and storing the variables. If you doesn't find any variable, I mean any comma, or like if you don't find float, then what you have to do is like you have to initialize the values as 0. Now I also this in the try and catch block, and my catch exception e, where if it found any exceptions it will catch. Now I'm storing this I'm printing out the whole exception message in the e.get message. For this, when I'm going to run my program, it shows like this, like int is separated into abc00. I'll just show the file which I have used, that is exercise. This is my file. As you can see over here, int a comma b comma c is equal to 10, where a values and b values is 0. As you can see in the output, a b values are 0 and c value is 10, and float 1 is 10.0 and the is 10 point FLT 1 is 10.20. So you can see in the output like float, the variable name is FLT1 10.20 10.20. As you can see, whenever it sees the is equal to, it will separate into the value. This is my whole code which I have used for generation of the symbol table.